Well, good morning. I survived the night at No Business Knob Shelter, and there it is there in the background. This is Tennessee shelter. There are no privies, so keep that in mind if you come hiking the AT. Tennessee doesn't believe in privies. They probably don't have the manpower for people to come and clean them, something like that. Let's live it. This is the camping area. There's plenty of tent sites, some flatter than others. Fire ring, picnic table, maybe 8, squeeze 10, maybe. Not a very big shelter, but it is block, tin roof, plenty of trees to hammock on. So you got those options here. No Business Knob. The problem with No Business Knob is that the water is 0.2 of a mile south down the trail, and it is not the best of water sources. So, in other words, you're scooping. Even though it rained all the way coming in, it was a scoop. There were better water sources before it. So, if you're coming from the south, you might want to think about getting water before that source. You can get water there. You can dip a bottle into the water there, but there's not a flowing area to grab it from. So there's that. All right, I'm headed on into Erwin. Pack's packed. And let's go to Uncle Johnnies. Look at that. They laid flower petals out for my path. Awesome. In the green tunnel. Let's remember another hiker from the past. Did not finish the trail, but I enjoyed watching his videos. And seemed like a good guy. And that would be Bear Bag. I know he made it to Hot Springs, and I think a foot or ankle injury took him out. But I enjoyed watching. He was an airline pilot, retired, I believe. And it was funny because when you would hear him talk about, oh, the weather is mild with the temperatures of 72 degrees and the wind's blowing out of the southwest at 3 miles an hour. Just sort of like that. He had one of those captain voices, and it sort of came through in his videos. But I enjoyed watching your videos, Bear Bag. I'm sure you don't watch mine. Probably don't even watch YouTube. But that's class of 2019. Was really watching a lot of people's videos back then. Preparing for my own hike someday, and I enjoyed it. So let that be from what I've seen. Okay, so 50 and up, you're hiking this trail, you are more susceptible to injuries. You're more susceptible to falling, ankle, knee, all sorts of things. These young people, they just blaze through it, and you can't compare yourself to them. So just take it slow, take it easy. You take it slow and easy, and don't try to keep up with all them young people and do the 20 miles a day and crush it. No, just walk. Just walk, and you'll be fine. And even after an injury, you can come back. Or you can let that injury tell you, oh, I ain't got no business being out there. Your choice. Those are my thoughts for the day. We are 2.5 miles from the shelter, 4 miles to the Nolichucky, which is where they got the river crossing with a raft now. And you can see, obviously, through this hollow, there was more devastation, lots of trees down. So we're getting into the zone. It was unbelievable coming down into that last gap before that shelter. The amount of trees that they had to cut through to clear this trail. Now, this ain't right, y'all. Toilet paper all on the... Yeah, come on, man. What's wrong with y'all? But, bury it. Got a little bit of a view we'll get to here. Let you see the cloud soup this morning. It's a little after 8 o'clock. And that's the view from here. Good morning, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful day. All right, first view into Erwin. I'm a little over a mile out, I think. Heard somebody screaming. They were, I guess, in the water playing or rafting or something going on down there. Can't see that for the trees, but there's Erwin. Camera activate what we got going on down there. Who's that? Man, I don't know about that guy. Looks like some church service is going on. What else is going on? We got the interstate over there. I don't remember if that's 40 or 26. I don't know. Nolichucky River took everything out. But I do know that warehouse that you see over there, all the walls and everything got knocked out of it by the flood. I've driven by it a couple of times in all my driving around up here. First view down in Erwin. I would really like to jump in that river. So here's the Nolichucky River, and they said that the rafting company is not able to run the river anymore, and I can see why. There's so much sand that's filled in. It's not the same. I actually rafted the Nolichucky with, it's the only river I've ever rafted, as a matter of fact. Back in the 90s, I want to say 91. And I can't remember Aylin was the name of one of the ladies that was a guide. And I should remember the guy in the ducky with filming it. And I don't. But I can see it's messed up. You'd have to come in with a dredge and try to get a main channel going, and it's pretty wrecked. Ruined the rafting business on this river. Well, we are there. Mile 344.5, Uncle Johnnies. And I'm really wondering why Tennessee has not even started to repair this bridge. Apparently not a priority. Come on, man. Where's all that federal money y'all get for disaster relief going? Padding somebody's pocket somewhere? Y'all need to come fix this bridge. Supposed to be some rafting service getting you across the river now. I got to figure all that out. But first, I'm going to Uncle Johnny's. So the amount of dump trucks that is coming by, CSX, the railroad's having all these dump trucks coming. It is a wonderful thing that Ramdino got all of these trucks to say, hey, this is dangerous for these hikers to be hiking along this road with the trucks. You know, they kind of realized the hiker ferry is no more. Sign's still up. Where is it? There's no more. So there is no more ferry across the Nolichucky. Look like it's pretty shallow water for them to get through anyway, but that's another thing. So here's what I didn't mention. They have rebuilt this main building at Uncle Johnnies, and every one of these is bunks. And they've got that on both sides of their general store, which is very well supplied for everybody. So I didn't mention that. And Uncle Johnnies is nice. Okay, this new building, wonderful. So if you're coming through the trail, Uncle Johnnies, but you're not getting an AT shuttle. If you're staying at Uncle Johnnies, they will shuttle you across, so you don't have to walk the 1.6 miles around to get to over there. And here's the hiker board at Uncle Johnnies. People we know have been here. Metro. He didn't do his little symbols. Atypical. See anybody you know? I don't know. There's been a lot of them here. They're all on this board too. You write with the red or whatever, it kind of fades away in the sun. There you go. Hiker board, Uncle Johnnies.